Aston Martin began as a boutique automaker and earned some racing success in the 1920s. It grew into a household name of luxury Grand Tourers after World War II under the ownership of David Brown. Over the years, and despite its two-decade stint as a subsidiary of Ford, Aston Martin has remained exclusive and largely hand-built. Collectible Aston Martins are known for their rarity, design, performance, and craftsmanship. Today, I briefly present 11 iconic, most collectible Aston Martin vehicles. The DB2 was a significant model for laying the foundation for the DB series, establishing Aston Martin's reputation in racing and luxury and setting the design language for models over 2 decades. It was powered by a 2.6-litre double overhead cam inline-six engine designed by W.O. Bentley. It produced 105 horsepower in base form and 125 horsepower with the Vantage upgrade option. The DB2 was available both as coupe and jobhead coupe. It is treasured today for its historical significance and elegant design. The DB4 was the first in a series of Aston Martins designed and bodied by Carrozzeria Touring using its Superleggera construction. It was also the first car to use a new 3.7-litre double overhead cam inline-six engine designed by Tadek Marek, as well as servo-assisted disc brakes all around. The DB4 GT Zagato was shortened and lightened, and its engine got a tune that bumped the power output from 240 horsepower in the standard car to 314 horsepower. It uses 3 Weber carburetors and was paired to a 4-speed manual transmission. With only 19 built and known for its gorgeous design, the DB4 GT Zagato is one of the rarest and most valuable Aston Martins. 6 further units have been built in later years to fill the unused chassis numbers, as the original production number was planned to be 25. Their price tag in 1988 was $1 million. The DB5 was an evolution of DB4, though it is perhaps the most iconic Aston Martin thanks to its association with James Bond franchise, starting with Goldfinger. Its inline-six engine was enlarged to 4 litres, producing 282 horsepower. The Vantage option with 3 Weber carburetors and a modified camshaft bumped the power to 325 horsepower. A new ZF 5-speed manual transmission replaced the old 4-speed unit, while 3-speed automatic was optional. Due to its commercial success, only those in pristine condition or with a James Bond connection now fetch the big bucks, though all DB5s are highly sought after today. The Lagonda was a unique luxury sedan known for its futuristic design and advanced technology. While the Series 1 cars were just 4-door variants of the Aston Martin V8, it was quickly redesigned and relaunched in 1976 with the now classic wedge-shaped body. It was powered by a 5.3-litre double overhead cam V8 that produced 280 horsepower paired to a 5-speed manual or 3-speed automatic transmission. Besides its distinctive exterior design, the Lagonda is also known for its pop-up headlights as well as digital LCD dashboards and touch-button controls. It later also introduced CRT instrumentation. The Lagonda was priced higher than Ferrari 400, but its electronic gadgetry was known to be highly unreliable. The V8 Vantage was the high-performance version of the Aston Martin V8, known as Britain's first supercar. The V8 Vantage was Aston Martin's answer to the Ferrari Daytonas. Its 5.3-litre double overhead cam V8 engine with 4 Weber carburetors produced 390 horsepower. From 1986, power output was bumped to 403 horsepower, while a 6.3-litre version produced 450 horsepower. Available both as coupe and convertible, the V8 Vantage's muscular design and performance made it a symbol of the 1970s and 80s British luxury. The V8 Vantage was again used by James Bond. The Virage replaced the Aston Martin V8 in 1989 with more subdued styling. From 1993, the high-performance Vantage V550 model added 2 Roots-type superchargers, superchargers to bump the 5.3-litre V8's output to 550 horsepower, which was paired to a ZF 6-speed manual transmission. To celebrate the 40th anniversary of Aston Martin's 1959 Le Mans victory, the V600 Le Mans was introduced with 2 upgraded Eaton M90 superchargers to produce 604 horsepower. The V600 Le Mans also featured a broad range of upgrades in suspensions and amenities. With only 40 units produced, the Vantage V600 Le Mans is one of the rarest and most powerful Aston Martins of its era and is highly coveted by collectors. The V12 Vanquish was the flagship of Aston Martin in the early 2000s. An evolution of the DB7 Vantage, the Vanquish launched with its 5.9-litre double overhead cam V12 engine producing 460 horsepower. Facelifted cars known as V12 Vanquish S produced 520 horsepower. 6-speed manual or automated manual transmissions were available. The Vanquish featured a unique bonded aluminum composite chassis with a carbon fiber backbone developed with Lotus. Designed by Ian Callum, the Vanquish was the quintessential modern British GT that stood on its own against Italian exotics. It was also known as a Bond car. The 2008 DB/S was a revival of the nameplate based on the DB9, which is often credited with revitalizing the Aston Martin brand in the 21st century. Being the high-performance flagship, the DB/S was powered by a 5.9-litre double overhead cam V12 that produced 510 horsepower, mated to a 6-speed manual or automatic transaxle via a carbon fiber shaft. It also introduced carbon ceramic brakes to the marque. Available both as coupe and convertible, the DB/S offers a blend of timeless design, superb craftsmanship, and advanced technology. Like many iconic Aston Martins, the DB/S was a Bond car, driven notably by Daniel Craig in his 007 debut, Casino Royale. The 177 was Aston Martin's first attempt to build a hypercar. In a showcase of Aston Martin's depth in performance and craftsmanship, the 177 combines cutting-edge technology with bespoke construction. It featured a full carbon fiber monocoque chassis with handcrafted aluminum body, push-rod suspensions, and a massive 7.3-litre double overhead cam V12. Built by Cosworth, this engine produced 750 horsepower, which made it the most powerful production naturally aspirated engine in the world. A 6-speed automated manual transaxle was used too. The 177 is considered one of the most desirable modern Aston Martins, thanks to its rarity and performance. The V12 Vantage was a sports car that combined Aston Martin's smallest car with its largest engine for a raw and thrilling driving experience. The original version used the V12 from the DBS with 510 horsepower. From 2013, the V12 Vantage S got a power bump to 565 horsepower and a new 7-speed Speed Shift 3 automated manual transmission, while a 7-speed manual was added back in 2016. With exhilarating performance and classic Aston Martin elegance, the V12 Vantage represented the modern peak of the quintessential British sports car. Its most special version came at the end of the production run in the form of Vantage V600 with a power output of 600 PS and a 7-speed manual transmission. The Valkyrie was a mid-engine hypercar that drew heavily from Aston Martin's racing activities. It is powered by the Cosworth RA 6.5-litre double-overhead cam V12 engine that produces 1,000 horsepower and revs to 11,000 RPM, which make it not only the most powerful production naturally aspirated engine, but also the best V12 ever created by man. This was paired to a hybrid system that further boosts power and especially torque at low RPM. Another iconic feature is the use of gull-wing doors in the Valkyrie Coupe, though the Spider has to do with butterfly doors. With cutting-edge technology, glorious naturally aspirated V12 engine, and rear-wheel drive, the Valkyrie is certainly a future classic.